Hello everyone, it's the 1st of March. Let's do this. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Through the Pages with Dee. So today we're doing our February wrap up of what we read in February, and then we'll be going on to the exciting bit, which is my March TBR, and I'm going to do it as a lottery because I couldn't pick my order of books. I've started one, so we'll disregard that one because I've already started it, but we're going to do the rest as a lottery. And there's a sneaky little viewer's choice in there as well. So that will be done as a poll. So please put your vote in the poll for me to know which classic it is that I'm going to be reading. But we'll do that in a poll. And I also wanted to share with you, I was up quite early this morning and I took a picture of the sky this morning. It was absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to insert that here. Good morning. So what do you think to that? Wasn't that just stunning? Those colours were amazing. So I had to take a picture. I just had to, and I had to share it with you guys. And that was at around about, I think, 6:45 this morning. I was up at about 6:30. I think that was at 6:45. So let's begin. Friday, February. As you know, I read roughly around 8 books. It's 8.5 because I've already started one, but we'll call it 8 books. The first was a trilogy. So therefore, I've read 3 books, so that counts. No matter what you say, I read 3 books, so that counts. And that was Robin Hobb's trilogy of the Farseer, which is right here behind the Crow. Right here. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It came quite high on my rankings. The final book was up there in my top 3 for January, for February. Sorry, the whole trilogy really is up there in my top 3. But we'll get to that at the end of this. Then next, I read The Grey Bastards by Jonathan French. That was kind of a mediocre book. It wasn't what I expected it to be. Plenty of blue language. I liked the point of views. I liked Jackal and oh, can I remember now? You see, this is what happens when you get to my age. You can't remember yesterday. 10 years ago, fine. Yesterday, no, gone. Yeah, I enjoyed the characters more than anything. It was a great characterization book. The story wasn't weak, but I wouldn't say that it was the best, considering what I thought it was going to be. But that is still a trilogy, so I still need to continue with that at some point, which I will, but just not this month. Then we read Malazan, Gardens of the Moon. That was a 5-star, possibly more if I could give it more. Check on my mic. I'm having major mic issues. One's already died and it won't charge. I'm charging this one for an hour, so I hope it's enough. So I'm going to try and keep an eye on the little green light there. So yeah, Malazan, fantastic cast of characters, fantastic storyline. It was just amazing. What an amazing book, and it just did everything that I wanted it to, and pushed me just to continue that journey with Malazan. Then after Malazan, we read The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. It was okay, but then again, as I've said in that review video for Joe Abercrombie's The Blade Itself, I was expecting more, so that's where it failed, because I was expecting more. It's not necessarily that the book isn't good, it's that I was expecting more. When it's classed as a grimdark and you hear all this, oh, it's grimdark, and you yourself have a perception of what grimdark actually is, that's where I misled myself. But didn't mind the characters in there. Glockter, quite a character, but as I said in my review, I could have lived without as much internal monologue that we were getting. I wanted more of a pause in that, and then a surprise again, a pause and then a surprise. But I gave it, I think, a 3.75. That's not bad. It's nearly a 4, so it's not short of a 5. So it's right there in the. I would recommend it. So yeah, that was The Blade Itself. Then I did Kings of the Wild, which, as you know, if you've seen my review, I absolutely adored that book. What a fantastic book that was. It was so good. So, so good. Did not expect it to be as good as it was at all. 70s rock bands thrown in there as Easter eggs. The camaraderie, the fellowship of the band saga. Oh, it was just amazing. It was amazing. The POV from Clay, the fact that you had his buddies, you had Matrick and Moog, who I absolutely adore. I love Moog. A gay wizard. How could you go wrong with a gay wizard, a gay sorcerer? That's never going to fail. His writing is beautiful. Some parts made me cry, and I mean cry, like sobbed cry. Other parts just made me laugh out loud, which not many books manage to do. But that's a credit to the author when they make me laugh out loud. I have quite a dark sense of humour, so I do enjoy dark humour. Didn't quite catch it in Joe Abercrombie's. The Blade itself, maybe, I don't know, maybe I just, it just wasn't my type of humour. At the beginning I caught bits, but there wasn't much in it for me, I don't think. So yeah, in humour wise, Kings of the Wild definitely outweighed Joe Abercrombie for me. Sorry if that's not the general census with regards to that book, but that's just my opinion. And then we finished off with Dead House Gates. And again, another epic tale. I don't really know. I mean, I've been analysing since I finished it, and a few things have registered now. They didn't register so much at the time, but they have now. They've become a bit clearer to me now. Again, for those of you that haven't read it, I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to spoil it. I presume there's a lot of people that have read it. But for those that haven't, I think if you say too much, you do give too much away, because it's kind of it's not just a journey as in respect of the characters who you're reading about. It's also a personal journey. You go on this personal journey to see what elements of Malazan you pick out yourself, what you notice, what makes an impact on you. And obviously, excuse me, as you know from my last video, Felisin made a huge impact on me. Didn't expect her storyline to go the way that it did, because you led Stephen Erickson by by a different train of thought. You actually think something else is going to happen, but that was and I think that was a needed surprise, not necessarily a nice surprise. I think it was needed, just as kind of arc that character just a bit more rather than her staying where she was. It gave a good arc and a good difference to that character. Excuse me. So yeah, that Dead House Gates, I thoroughly enjoyed that. We'll definitely continue on with the Malazan journey. I have a few people subscribed to my channel now, I think, who are Malazanites, Malazonians. I don't know what the fan club for Malazan is called, but I think I have quite a few. So yeah, I will be carrying on my Malazan journey. So that's the books that I read in February. So my top 3 will start at number 3. So coming in, and please don't be upset by this. I just wanted variation. I wanted variation in author. That's why I've done it like this. So coming in at number 3 for me, excuse me, I'm just going to get a little drink. Coming in at number 3 for me is Robin Hobb's Farseer trilogy. It's a fantastic, sorry, it's a fantastic journey. Fitz is amazing. I can't wait to go back to Fitz. I know you don't in live ship traders, but still, I still want to know more about this world. I still want to know, I actually do want to know who the pirates are. So there's more that I want to know. So I am excited to get into live ship traders as and when I do. So yeah, but Robin Hobb's Farseer trilogy impacted me. It made me cry in certain points. I love the relationship from Fitz and Barak, and Fitz and Chade, Fitz and Verity. I thought they were all fantastic examples of a father and son relationship, or a father and a very close uncle relationship. I really, really enjoyed the Robin Hobb's Farseer trilogy. So that comes in at number 3 for my February reads. At number 2, Kings of the Wild. You didn't know where I was going then, did you? Or at least I don't think you did. Kings of the Wild, Nicholas Ames. It had to be at number 2. I know that what my number one is the epic, the epic. So it has to go there. It just has to. But which of the two is it, Dee? Oh. So my number two is Kings of the Wild, Nicholas Ames. Superb, absolutely superb. Um, it had everything that I wanted, and it came at a very good time where it was a distraction, and it was a distraction I thoroughly enjoyed. But it made me laugh, and it made me cry. It gave me everything basically, so that's why it's at number two. So Kings of the Wild, number two, Nicholas Ames, superb, superb. Um, can't wait to read the next one. Got it in my basket in Amazon, so that's definitely going to get read at some point. Number one, who got the number one spot? So I think when I say epic fantasy, we know what I'm talking about, don't we? We know what I'm referring to. I'm referring to Malazan. But was it Gardens of the Moon or was it Dead House Gates? Ooh. Gardens of the Moon. The impact, the pace of it, the prose. I mean, there's still prose in Dead House Gates, but still the prose of Gardens of the Moon. I thoroughly enjoyed Gardens of the Moon. That, I think, so far, I can potentially say that that is my favourite. Now, I know it's you love it or you hate it kind of book when in the first one, or it's not necessarily hate it, but more of like, oh, I'm not so sure. So you move on to Dead House Gates, and that seals the deal for you. I was sealed at Gardens of the Moon, so Dead House Gates could have been rubbish, and I still would carry on. It wasn't, absolutely wasn't. It was very good, but it could have been. But I still would have carried on. I still would have moved on to Memories of Ice. So, yeah, it's got to be Gardens of the Moon for me. Tattersail, she's my girl. She's my girl. I know, without spoilers, I know she done bad. I know we find out that she's not necessarily the nicest person, or she wasn't. But that whole what's happening there and with Paran, and I need to know. I just need to know. So that's why it's my top read for February 2024 is Gardens of the Moon. Round of applause for Gardens of the Moon. It deserves it. Thoroughly deserves it. Yeah, it's still good. So now let's move on to March's TBR. But before we do that, I just must tell you all that. You know I have Discord anyway. I'll link it into my descriptions. But one of my viewers got in touch with me, dear Otto, and he asked me, would I like a moderator? And I know kind of what a moderator is. I've watched YouTube for a very, very long time. So I said, oh, well, yeah, I mean, you know, me and tech, we're like opposing magnets. We do this. We don't do this. We do this. We run away from each other. So I was like, yeah, of course, I'd love some help. And if you get the time, go and take a look at my Discord now. Go and have a look at what Otto has done. The man is a genius. So Otto, that's to you, my friend, for everything that you've done, for just the kindness that you show, for who you are. I haven't even met you in person. We've just spoke, and just for who you are. You're a breath of fresh air, and you came to me like an angel at the right time, and you've made such a difference on that Discord. It looks superb. So guys, as I read my March TBR, if there is absolutely anything on there that you want to join in on reading, and I've got a couple of little things that are a bit different, please come on over. Please come and join us in a chat. There's me, and there's Otto, and there's my eldest daughter. We'll be there. We'll happily chat to you. Let's just open another form of communication. We don't have to do it here. We can do it over there on Discord. So even if you just go and have a look and see what he's done, it's beautiful. So pleased. Thank you, Otto. Seriously, thank you. So let's explain. So let's start here. As you know, American Gods was on my March TBR. Anyway, I think I mentioned it. If I didn't, well, it was. I was always going to read this in March. So when I finished Dead House Gates early than I expected to, I jumped straight on this. So I'm about 200-ish pages in. I like it. So far, I like it. It's a bit quirky. It's a bit weird. I have never watched the series. So this is all I know is this, what I'm reading here. And I like it. I really actually like it. We'll find out in a review, but I like it. So this was going to be part of the lottery, but it's not now because I've started it. So we know we've got American Gods. So if you want to jump in, I'm 200 pages in, but by all means, if you already own it, jump on in. I mean, it's going to take me a little bit to read that anyway. So come on over, let's join in. We'll get it on the Discord and we can have a conversation. If you want to do that, let me know on Discord when you welcome yourself, and I will slow down a little bit so we can do it so many pages at a time. But then I have them here. I've put all the books I want to read in March on a little piece of paper in a pot to shuffle about and then pull out. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull them out. And there's one in here what I may need to explain. So let's start. Okay, we're going to go with this one. And we have, okay, straight away I picked the one that I need to explain. We have Delicate Condition by Danielle Valentine. I don't know if anybody is familiar with American Horror Story. I have watched every single series, not missed a one, because I love them. Sarah Paulson, Jessica Lange, Angela Bassett are some of my most favourite actors. So I started the other night watching the new series, which is based upon this book. So I thought, why not combine the two? So I'm going to watch American Horror Story and I'm going to read Delicate Condition. And I'm inviting you all to join me because I haven't started it. So this will be what we jump on after American Gods. So I will let you know as soon as I'm onto this. But if you want to get it, I've got it on ebook. If you want to get it and join in with me, please do. It will be so much fun. And if we do that, then I can arrange it so we do so many pages per day. And yeah, we'll just have a good old laugh and a good old chat and watch the set and make comparisons. Well, if you fancy that, if not, just read the book. But I will be doing the two. And I believe as well that this Delicate Condition is also based on Rosemary's Baby. So if anybody is familiar with that, I'm not. But if anybody is familiar with that, then that gives you a hint as to what is going on here. Got hair flying about. That gives you a hint as to what is going on here. So that's coming now after American Gods. I'm going to have to try and keep these in some sort of order so I know. So we'll put that there. Okay, let's go again. I'm going with this one. And this one is, let's see. Oops, dropped it. Okay. Being a little fiddly. Oh, okay. Another one I have to explain. Viewer's Choice Classic. So let me explain. What this is I have two here now, but I have another one that's coming. So there's going to be a choice of three. So the one I don't have just yet is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. The ones I do have are, oops, I can get hold of it, Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So that's option one. Option two, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And option three will be the one I unfortunately don't have, but I will, which is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. So that's viewer's choice in a classic. So I'm going to put a poll up on YouTube, sorry, and that will be for you guys to vote which one you want me to read. So we'll do finish American Gods. This is where we're at now. We'll finish. I'm going to have to write this down, aren't I? We'll finish American Gods. Then we'll move on to Delicate Condition, i.e. American Horror Story, American Gods, Delicate Condition, and then we'll do the classic. So whichever classic you guys pick. So we'll go 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Frankenstein, or Great Expectations. Those will be the choices. So you guys will pick one of those for me to read after Delicate Condition. It's fun, this. Go again. There we go. What have we got? Have a look. Oh, okay. So we've got Tea Kingfishers, What Moves the Dead, and What Feasts at Night. Now that's 2 separate books, but if I'm going to read them, I want to read them in succession because What Feasts at Night has just been released. So I'll just show, these are beautiful editions. I've got beautiful. Got these off Amazon. But I think it may be our UK version, slightly different sometimes. So we've got What Moves the Dead. Isn't that just stunning? So that's the Tea Kingfisher, the first one. And then we've got, this is the hardback. What Feasts at Night. So nice. So nice. So those 2. So that's what we'll be doing after Viewer's Choice Classic. Fun. Tea King. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what we've got now. Oops. Here we go. Go again. Here we go. Come on, you fiddly. Ah, nice. Now, I don't have this one yet, but I do have part of its sort of, I don't know if it's actually a trilogy, but all the covers are the same, so I'm assuming it's a trilogy. So we have Children of the Earth by Guy Gabriel Kay. I have heard nothing but good things about Guy Gabriel Kay. And as, I don't know if you remember, but in one of my earlier videos, I got it wrong because I thought it was a standalone and it's not. There's 2 books prior to the one I bought. So I've got them, I've ordered them, they're coming. Should be here tomorrow, I think. But that's the first one in this one. Children of the Earth, Guy Gabriel Kay. So we'll be reading that after Tea Kingfisher. So G, K. Nice. This is good. Okay, 3. Yeah, 3 left. 3 left. Give it a shake, shake, shake. See where we are now. Here we go. Open. So fiddly. Bear with me. There we go. Got it. Oh, okay. This one I'm quite excited for. This one, I believe that Eva from She Was Only Eva is a huge fan of, and she actually interviewed the author. So we've got The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon, how do we say this? Jimenez? I think. Simon Jimenez. So we'll be reading that after Children of the Earth. Nice. Spear Cuts Through Water. Simon, him. We'll do it now. Okay, 2 left. Keep going. Here we go. Let's see who we are. Okay. I was contacted the other day via an email. First one I've had like this. And it was an author who reached out and asked me would I read their new self-pub book. It's their debut book. And they've asked me will I give it a chance. And they've actually sent it me in the version of an ebook. So I know what it's called. I just haven't had a response yet as to whether or not I'm allowed to tell you guys what it's called. So I've just put down the indie arc for now. Until I hear back and I can actually know what it's called, whether or not I can tell you guys in relation to release date, so on and so forth, then we're just going to call it my month's indie. That's what we're going to call it. So that's what I'll be reading after The Spear Cuts Through Water. I have read the synopsis. Sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to it. One last one. I know what this is. It's quite obvious what this is going to be. And we've got, at last of the month, Memories of Ice, Stephen Erickson, Book of the Fallen, number 3. So that will be our final read of the month. So that's after the indie. However, I didn't want to keep it, because some of these books, as you can see, I mean, if you imagine those 3, they're quite small. I might get through them in a day and a half. So on that thinking, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do a bonus round. So we've got 3 envelopes. And each one has a separate book in it. So if at the end of the month I have completed all my reads, I've got these and I'm going to pick one. So let's give them a quick do. Which one am I going to go for? You lay them out on the table. You can't see this, but I'm laying them out. Middle one. What's it going to be? So this will be the bonus if I finish early in March. I mean, they're all ones I wanted to read, so. Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. Big chonker, but hey, looking forward to that. So if I complete everything that I've got here, I will, at the end of March, do Pillars of the Earth. Ugh. Pillars of the Earth. I pulled the extras out just in case. So I'll just show you. So that was Ken's envelope. You see through now? So I'll just show you that I'm not cheating. Not cheating. There we go. Revival with Stephen King. And then the other envelope. Which was Live Ship Traders, Robin Hobb. So I wasn't cheating, I'm just showing you. There's others in them envelopes as well. So that's March's TBR. I'm really looking forward to it. Really excited. Hopefully, if you want to read along, I've given you time to pick up maybe Delicate Condition, because it may take me another 2 days to get through American Gods. So after those 2 days, we can start on Delicate Condition. I will give you a heads up when that is, obviously, because I'll be doing videos regardless. So we can start there, or you can please vote on the viewer's choice. I'll put the poll up, vote on the viewer's choice for the classic that I'll be reading. So we've got Great Expectations, Frankenstein, or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I've never read those, so I'm really excited about that. I love Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. So I'm excited. Then we've got T. Kingfisher, 2 of his books, but they're only small, so it may not take very long. Children of the Earth by Guy Gabriel Kay. Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. The Indie Arc, which I'm not sure as to whether or not I can tell you the title yet. And Memories of Ice. And then if we're done, we've got Pillars of the Earth. So that sounds good to me. That sounds like a real good month. What do you think of the ambiance? I'm trying to create an ambiance. Yeah, that's that. And don't forget, check out my Discord. Otto has done a fantastic job. It really does look like we mean business now. It looks like we're not playing around anymore. It looks like we mean business. So Otto, again, thank you. And that's me for today. That's all in all. So please go over to the Discord, have a look. See down here, we've got the like and subscribe. Please press those. Please press those. Please press those. Please, yeah. Press the like, press the subscribe, do the bell, and then that lets you know every time I post a video. Thank you for all your lovely comments. Thank you to all the new subscribers. It's fantastic. I'm loving every second of it. And just keep sharing. Just keep passing the word around and sharing. I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this because I read every single day. Reading is my life, as you can see in my bio. As long as I have got myself some chocolate-covered rice cakes, a decent cup of tea, a British cup of tea, we're good. We're good to go. And on my telly, I've got my YouTube jazz playing in the background. I'm okay. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good headspace, good place. So this was fun. I enjoyed this. Have yourselves a good day. I hope you join in on the March TBR. I hope there's some books in there that you're interested in. A little bit of horror here and there, so that's a little bit different. But yeah, have a great day. Welcome to March. And I will see you next time through the pages.